I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story about filmmaker slash director Quentin Tarantino lists 7 movies he thinks are perfect. Quentin Tarantino has listed 7 movies he considers unassailable, including horror, comedy, and sci-fi titles. The Pulp Fiction director recently said 1974, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of Hollywood's only perfect films. Tarantino made the claim in his new book, Cinema Speculation, out now. Okay, there's just a lot of fluff going on. Let's just go to the list. Let me see, where did it go? He then revealed the other films that are other shoo-ins in his top 7: Jaws from 1975, The Exorcist from 1973, Annie Hall from 1977, Young Frankenstein from 1974, and Back to the Future from 1985. So none of his movies after 85, right? No. So his full list, Quentin Tarantino's 7 perfect films were The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Jaws, The Exorcist, Annie Hall, Young Frankenstein, Back to the Future, and The Wild Bunch. Okay. So from this list, I've only seen maybe 3, maybe 4 of these movies. I don't believe I've ever seen The Wild Bunch. I doubt I've seen Young Frankenstein. I've probably seen parts of it. And I do not believe I've ever seen Annie Hall. So from this list, I would say I'm not too crazy about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm not really a horror movie person. So from this list, I would go with Jaws and Back to the Future, right? Those two are obviously great all-time movies that I could watch all the time. Like I said, I'm not too crazy about horror movies, so the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Exorcist probably won't do it too much for me. But if I had to come up with a list, I don't have 7 movies. I'm not really a big movie person, but my favorite movies of all time is The Usual Suspects, Memento, Inception, Seven. I think that's all I could really think of from the top of my head. I would go with those 4. I could watch those movies anytime. So The Usual Suspects, Seven, Memento, and what's the other one? And Inception, right? So those would be my 4 movies that I would consider those pretty close to perfect, and I could watch those anytime. And that's my list of 7. Let me know your opinion of this list. Which of these 7 movies would go on your list? Do you agree with this list? Which of these 7 movies have you seen, and which of these 7 movies have you not seen? I am Jason, the world is yours. Today we had a story about filmmaker slash director Quentin Tarantino's 7 perfect films were the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Jaws, The Exorcist, Annie Hall, Young Frankenstein, Back to the Future, and The Wild Bunch. Thank you for watching.